When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He's looking to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. The screen, he can go! And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
my old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for space, it's Haynes. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On third and long, try to convert through the air.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got it, first down and more. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gonna run it, it's Haynes. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
That's caught. It's Marsh. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Back's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Finding open areas. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's really nice to be a quarterback and to never get touched in practice, never get hit. But when you get the games and you see hits like that, when he's hit as he's throwing the football and the courage to stand in there, that's really impressive.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Snagged in the middle, it's Haynes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Third down play from the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the back. Well, jet sweep pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Inside the 40. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Slithers into space. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Rush is on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick, and that's where they'll have to down it. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw at Herbstreit. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy... is going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Wide open spaces. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. It's a seam wide open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly.
timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Leaves it with the running back. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. Dropping back, it's Herbstreit. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
And the Wolverines inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.